What's going on, guys? Dane here, and today we're going to be with Elsa and we're going to be giving her a little color under the hood today. I'm going to kind of give you guys a step-by-step on painting the engine covers. You know, that's kind of a super easy thing you can do to your car to give an otherwise just boring black box underneath the hood a little bit of life. So that's what we're trying to do. The sun's out, so we're going to bring life in today. As always, guys, should be fun. My skill set is right on the average mark, so anything I'm able to do today, you guys should have no problem doing at home. And the best part is what we're going to be doing today, I spent less than $30 on. I spent about $25 on everything, so unless you guys have some ridiculous color scheme you guys want to do, 25 bucks, this should be about all you need from start to finish to, you know, give your engine a little more life. So let's get these engine covers off, and I'll show you guys what we're working with, and then and we'll paint things happen. So let's go. Alright guys, so here it is. So here's everything that we are going to be using today. So I mean, I've got down low, I've got some soap and water, which is, you know, easy. That's what we're going to use just, and you know, initially clean these things to just kind of start to get some of the dust and dirt off of them. I've got a little scrub brush to go with that. That's just, you know, going to kind of scrub away and help get some stuff off. I've got some paint thinner, which, you know, if you guys don't know, paint thinner is some pretty nasty stuff, which I'm going to use to just kind of get every bit of dust and oil and grease and anything off it. That way we have a clean surface to work with. So after we get it cleaned off, we're going to hit it with some 320 grit sandpaper just to really get a good rough up on it, to make sure this whole thing, all our paint's going to stick down real well. It's a good hot day, so it's a good day to paint. Then we're going to hit it with a few coats of primer. I just have some Duplicolor professional filler primer, whatever. It was just a couple bucks at AutoZone. Then after we get it primed, then we're going to hit it with probably the 400 grit sandpaper, and then I bought this. I bought this at AutoZone. This is Oxford White, so this is supposedly the exact same color as my car. So hopefully that makes it the exact same color. And then after we do that, then we've got some clear coat for everything. You know, we thought it was just a couple bucks at AutoZone also. Non-yellowing, make sure you get that. That way it stays white, especially if you're doing a lighter color. So one thing to always remember, guys, is the prep work is the most important thing to painting. Any little thing you mess up here is going to be a big thing that messes up later. So the prep is the most important part. Don't rush this through just because you want to change the color. Make sure that you get it good and clean, because any bit of dirt on there, you're going to be able to tell once it's all said and done. So this is the most important part. Don't rush this. Now we're going to take a little paint thinner, and you really don't need a lot for this. Just a towel, and just a little circle will do you. So we're just going to get a good clean on this, make sure everything's off of it. Any dirt, grime, oil that's been on this thing, make sure we just get it good and clean. Cool, we'll do the other one. A pro tip for you guys real quick, if you're going to use paint thinner or anything like that to kind of eat off some of the nasties, you know, off these engine covers, make sure you get all the paint thinner off before you start painting, just for obvious reasons. So yeah. Alright guys, so cleaning done. Now let's get to sanding, and we're this close to painting. So let's get these things sanded down and let's get them primed. So guys, when you're doing this, kind of the best way to do it is going to be with like an X pattern. So, you know, kind of going this way and then going this way on it, just across the whole surface. You don't got to kill yourself. Just make sure it cuts through real good, and you'll be able to see that it looks real wavy and scratched up, and that's what you're looking for. That's good. So let's finish on this one, and then we'll knock this one out too. bad boys are sanded down now. I'm gonna hit it with the air compressor, just take a few passes on it, just try and get all the dust off before we start painting. And I'll set up my little my paint booth, and then we'll get some primer on these things. What is up, guys? So today you get voiceover Dane, which is a new thing for me, but right about this time in the video, I swear every single one of my neighbors decided it was a fantastic time to mow the lawn. So you can hear a single word I said, so I'm just taking all the noise out, and I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm doing. So right now, what we're doing is just putting the primer down, and what I was gonna talk about in the video was kind of the key to doing it, and kind of any paint job is always making sure you have even coating. So I'm always trying to start spraying before I even hit what I'm trying to spray. So I mean, I'll start kind of at the very edge of the box, and then I'll spray over, and then back and forth, and then just do that till you get even coverage. And then once you're done with that, then then go ahead and you're going to sand it down again. And we started sanding first with the 320. We're going to jump over to the 400 this time to kind of smooth things out a little bit more, because we want you to make sure you really take your time sanding after you primer it, because now this is where the pretty stuff is going to stick on. So make sure it looks good. So here we are. We're just testing out my Oxford white, and see, like I said before, just you're doing little shots left and right over, taking your time. And I'm taking it's a pretty sunny day outside, and it was about 80 or so degrees, so I had the right temperature and the right light for good drying. So I was taking about 15 to 20 minutes in between coats. Again, never doing real heavy coats the first couple coats, and then as you see a little bit further in, I'm doing some heavier coats. So one thing you want to do, and this is going to vary for different engines and different things you want to paint, but these covers were a real big complex curve. They had rounded edges on every corner, and then had the inlay for the words, which I'm probably going to end up making those a different color. I don't know if I'm quite happy with the white. I think I want to make them blue to kind of match the car, but that we'll save that for a different day. But make sure you're trying to spray from different angles, just so you get equal coverage everywhere. So then I kind of hit it with the clear coat, and then it was time to just put them back on. And obviously I don't know what you guys are going to be painting, so some things are going to be harder than others, but these engine caps were literally one vacuum line and they popped right off. So I figured it was something super easy I could put on real quick and kind of change it up. But overall, I'm very happy with the way they came out. They have a good gloss to them. Like I said, I'm gonna change the wording and probably make that blue, just because white and blue, that's my theme. But I like the way it came out. So thank you guys very much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.